All right.
I came back to Arcadia Bay
Hello,
to
me and
study
you,
photography
Dawn.
at
Morning,
Blackwell
Christian.
Academy.
Well, I mean,
But
I'm
it was
gonna.
there I
So
started
I only
having
masturbate
visions,
twice a year.
visions of
Okay,
the
I've said
town
this
being
multiple
wiped
times.
out
This is not new
in an
information.
impossible storm.
Okay.
I
And one
fled to
is
the bathroom to compose myself.
November
But
27th or
instead,
November 29th.
witnessed
Okay.
something awful.
Right.
Instinctively reaching out, I
And
discovered
the other
I
one
could rewind time.
The girl
is
Max
this
saved
upcoming Thursday. On
Chloe
Holy
Price
Thursday.
and I were childhood best friends.
We grew
Yep.
close once more as we reveled in Max's strange new powers.
We discovered I can freely rewind up to a few minutes at a time. And if I concentrate on a photo, I can travel much further into the past, projecting my mind back into my younger
I forgot this game looked like
But we
dog
also
shit back
learned
then.
that making significant changes to the past can have devastating
They
consequences
replaced
for
the
present.
voice actress for
With the aid
Chloe.
of my power, I solved the
No.
disappearance of Chloe's friend, Rachel.
You masturbate
But
once a
even though
week.
we brought
Same.
Rachel justice,
Well,
Max's
I don't do
twisting of
that.
time
I do it
had a
twice a
cost.
year.
storm.
Because it's like a religious
Looking down
thing.
into
And
Arcadia
then,
Bay
you know,
from the
I do it on
lighthouse,
days where
as
I
the
can
storm
forgive the
raged,
sin, basically.
I truly believed the only way to save everyone else was for Max to rewind back to that fateful bathroom and let me die.
I was
Why does
forced
that?
to make
Why?
an
What the heck?
impossible
Why
choice.
does she sound like a?
Save Chloe?
She sounds like a
save
man
Arcadia
or
Bay.
something. What is this? Chloe, what are you doing?
After
This is a.
everything that
I've never.
happened,
What is
I
up?
didn't
What's
use
going
my
on?
powers for years.
Okay, well, this is what
I
we
lost
play. We play
myself
double
in
exposure here.
photography, a career that brought me to
Like,
Vermont.
What?
listen to this.
Caledon University.
I
At the
tweeted out, I said,
invitation
veteran
of its
men can't get
president,
health care to deal with
Yasmin
breast
Farah.
cancer because we are restoring
Being an
biological
artist in
truth to the reality of
residence,
cancer
I
in
worked with
government.
some
Great work, Trump
incredible
voter. Someone
students
responded,
and staff.
breast cancer in men isn't categorized as reproductive
A
cancer,
lively
though.
stand-up
Sounds like the
comedian
VA is
who
just
works at
making
the
excuses to
Sackler
once again not treat
and Red
veterans.
Lake.
I said, well,
Yasmin's
Biden had this
assistant
classified
and
for men,
then-leader of
and
the
then Trump revoked it.
Mysterious
The VA has been
Abraxas
worse than it
Society.
has been under Trump.
importantly,
Worse than it has been under Trump,
close
and
friends
170K
with
people,
Moses
some
Smith,
veterans who were previously homeless, are
notorious
potentially about to be
astrophysicist,
homeless again
and
because Trump wants to
Safi
take money from
Louadanti,
permanent housing
a
development.
glamorous student of
And they
poetry.
responded, why
And
would Biden
Yasmin's
classify a
daughter.
non-reproductive cancer for males as a reproductive cancer?
tragic
Because men
step
can get breast cancer
after
too? I
another
don't know what to
stargazing.
tell you. Like,
Max found
kill me,
Safi
bro.
murdered.
You're not engaging with what I'm saying. It was covered under Biden.
Safi's
This
death
is good. This is a good measure. You want people with breast cancer to get taken care of. So what are we arguing about?
No, they want them to die because they're a
heard
blight on
Safi's
society.
voice
That's what
again.
that's how they
I
think.
reached out with my
But-
power, rusty from disuse.
I mean, am I
and
wrong?
shifted into a
Because they don't.
That's
I mean,
pretty-
it doesn't work for
where
them, so they
Safi
think it's a
was
blight,
still
right?
alive, but still in danger.
Shifting back and forth between the two timelines, Max's investigation uncovered many secrets of Caledon, but the clues didn't add up.
Until I discovered I was not the only one with
Oh, by the
powers.
way, for those who didn't watch my
Safi was
previous
a
Let's Play,
shapeshifter who was using her ability to sow discord
this is a
and
direct
suspicion
sequel to the
among
last
Caledon
game.
faculty
Go watch
that
the
she
previous
blamed
Let's
for the
Play.
fate of her best friend,
I had a lot of
who took
people
her
in the
own
comments
life.
say that I was gay
Working
because
together, we
I
exposed
chose the
the
lesbian
truth.
outcome,
But in so
and I'm
doing,
playing a game where the main character is a
discovered
lesbian.
someone else
And
had
that was
been
like all the hate
instrumental
comments
in
I got
covering up
was
the
that
lies of
why am I
Caledon.
playing woke garbage?
Safi's mother,
I
Yasmin.
like this game. I like
Years
this
of
series, and
resentment
I don't really
overrode
care that
Safi's
it's woke
control over
garbage.
power. Her consciousness splintering across
Eat
the
it.
campus as an impossible
Okay?
storm loomed
I enjoy
overhead.
these
In
stories.
desperation, I
They're
grabbed
dumb.
hold of Safi and a photo. And
It was
pulled
mostly
both
the
our minds
Rumble
back in
chat. A lot
time.
of the Rumble chat.
In the
Don't like
past, Safi, now clear-minded, begged Max to shoot her, to stop this horrible...
You know what? Another thing, I gotta say this. Whenever I was in the right wing spaces, how like they never once considered or thought about. You know, Dawn plays Life is Strange. Dawn has a Blue Sky account. Dawn runs a support group that had gay people in it. Dawn lives with a gay man. No one ever put these context clues together to get my beliefs on anything. Like no one ever Like, if I heard those things, I think, you know, you could put the context together to see where my values lied, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, Ava, would it, if you heard those things, would it be pretty obvious to you?
About what?
About my, like, political leaning and how I felt about things and how I felt about,
Clearly,
you know.
yeah, clearly you're a right winger and stuff before. I don't exactly know like further political stuff for the most part because you're kind of iffy on like constitutional and government stuff and yada yada yada. But
Well, no,
like
I was saying my
it's very clear that you were a right winger first, and you're opening up to like different topics and stuff.
that's not what I should have put this better.
Oh,
Based on what I said, that I always supported social identity politics, very left social identity politics, even from back then.
I'm not sure.
Well, I just
I guess. I mean, like you do say that like this is just your beliefs that you should support people like us. So I'm assuming so, but like I don't
well,
have any like
what I
definitive
would
proof.
no, what I was saying is based on context clues of me playing Life is Strange, me having a blue sky, me living in a gay with a gay man, me
Eh,
having the support group with a bunch of gay people, and they all knew this, and they never once put two and two together or questioned me on it at any point. That's what I was trying to say. Like they
Huh.
never put the context clues together.
Um. Um.
Because I think any normal person probably would. Like at some point, with all those things, I think at some point, uh, you would just realize where my values lied on that topic.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't. Yeah, I don't like know
Again.
much about
But I
your personal
refused
stuff,
to
but like
repeat my
yeah,
past mistakes.
you have these values all your life
Through
and stuff. Then
terrible
I wouldn't doubt what
options,
you're saying is true.
I chose a third way. Inside the storm, causality
Um.
fractured. I faced my past and
You
united
don't
the
seem like the type
fragments
of
of
person that would be lying
self-discovery.
about this. I
I
mean,
merged the
there's no
timelines
point of even
back
lying
into
about this at
one,
all because you don't
saving
get anything for
Sophie,
doing it.
and
So
Well,
together
I get called
we
a pedo
escaped
for
the
it.
storm.
An action that
yes,
had
well
significant
that's like a little
repercussions.
less than something at this point.
Sophie herself.
Yeah.
You're not even
She
getting
left
the
Alice on a
SSJ4
quest
Gogeta
to
meme.
find
Like
other people
what's the
her.
point?
But before she did, she
Exactly.
Yeah.
asked Max if she would support her, flaws and all, or condemn her for the people she hurt.
From the moment I merged the timelines, my ability to rewind time started to return. I have this power.
It's so revealing
to
how
help.
loud his voice is, ranting, raving about the
After
harms of social
everything
media. Spend
I've
zero.
been through,
Jesus. Taylor
I
Lorenz,
won't
listen,
run
people
from it
just
anymore.
don't feel comfortable using Fediverse. Oh.
Okay. Would you like to choose the choices that were made in the previous story? Yes. Max's relationship. Amanda's. I was romanced. She survived. They romanced.
Now I have to watch 1 minute and 33 seconds of this Miyasu content of for whatever reason I have to listen to it because I could have potentially left a lot of context out, okay? And when I find out that I left absolutely no context out of what she said, I'm going to probably blast off on this nigga.
Was I friends with Vaughn? I think I was friends with Vaughn because I romanced Amanda. Right? I don't think I romanced both of them. I didn't want Vaughn seemed like, I don't know, he was a little gay for me. He was a little too gay, flamboyant. I didn't like that.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
We're back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with these. I'm pretty sure this is what these are actually the options I picked in the originals when we did the Let's Plays. say lolicons? Well, both Yumi and Ava are lolicons. I don't have a. I mean, it's just fiction. I don't have it. I don't care about that. I don't care what they do. I mean, they're not sexually attracted to kids. They just like kid pictures. The baby, not anime pictures. Get that right. Very important to get that right.
I don't know how. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe try reminding her that a drum machine doesn't take up half the van and smell like ass after the gig. 20 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I can make that work.
Yes! Yes, Chloe is back. Yes! My favorite character. She's such a dickhead. Yes! I love it. Look how cool she is.
Last call, dearie.
She was... Did you know that... I kid you not. Chloe Price was made in the original game. The artist did it. And literally said she was meant to look like a woke person. Like their stereotypical wokeness. Which, it makes me laugh every time.
Now, or I call the show.
Fuck. No show means no fee. Means no gas. Means no tour. Means... Fuck!
Negotiate, lie, threaten. I don't know. Izzy, make a choice. What do you think? Let's let Izzy. Hi, Nor. Izzy, your mic is popping. Negotiate? Okay. Go with the negotiate.
Look, I hear you. My drummer's being a real Lars Ul bitch right now. Give me just 20 more minutes.
I told you, it's now or never.
Come on, we know those barflies aren't going anywhere. Just prorate the 20 minutes out of our cut, all right?
I'm taking 30 minutes. You're already 10 over.
Damn it. There goes my new toothbrush money.
Nor, how was your day? Did you see that my one post exploded on Twitter because a bunch of transphobes retweeted it, and now I'm getting bombarded? Is there an ad on Twitter, on Twitch? Is that why Nor can't hear me? Frick.
Not again. It keeps getting worse. But I just need to find the way out. Assuming there is one.
Now, let's talk business. Wrong. You got hella cash.
Is that me in high school? I never talked like that, did I? How long has this been going on? These nightmares that feel like memories. They're only getting worse.
Stop stalling, Max. Pull the trigger.
That memory can't be real. The Max I know wouldn't shoot anyone.
Izzy,
why
what
does
did
it
you
feel
think
real?
about me
I'm
before
so glad you're my partner in
all the recent
As long as you're my
misconceptions
partner in time.
stuff?
Max is always on my mind. Lately, I feel like she's the only thing in my mind that belongs there. Does every daughter have nightmares that she killed her mom, even though she's still very much
I had you
alive?
blocked for a very long time
Or
for a
is that
reason I
just
don't
me?
remember. It was probably my association with, like, Red. A lot of people blocked me for associating with Nazi Miku for a while. Probably the VTards or something. No. God, why do I always feel like death the moment I get home? I don't know. I do not know.
A version of me. If Max didn't rewind to save me,
Yeah, I don't know Nor.
she's not.
Literally, I don't know if you heard because there was ads, but yeah, a bunch of transphobes retweeted my thing. I was getting hate like all day for it.
Me.
Wait,
But
forgot to
she's a
add
part
context.
of
I'm on
me.
the spectrum, really?
The question is,
I think it
how
was your
much?
post about ice. I can't remember. Yeah, I did make a post about ice that was heavily uh hated by a lot of people. It's true. Historically bad memory. Can people not be like that? So yeah, I got massa. If you, it's the one. It says we have a retard on our hands. Naira is not a pedophile. It got retweeted 31 times, and a bunch of my ops retweeted it, and I'm basically getting shit on in the comments by everyone. You know, fun times.
Who the fuck are you? Max, no!
That was weird.
There's one
Dawn, at some
person
point,
who can
it's
help
not
me
good to have
understand what
any
the fuck
right-leaning
is going
folk to
on.
associate with.
But why do I keep
Wait.
hallucinating her pointing a gun at me?
Wait, hold on, what? Dawn, at this point, it's not good to have any right-leaning folk to associate with. Ironic coming from me? Wait, what? You're going to get dodged on the moment... You're going to get dodged on the moment you breathe? I am? You think?
What is going on in there? Where the hell is the bad?
I just told you, man. They're on their way. Am I talking to a goldfish, or did the septum piercing get into your brain?
Oh, great. Copyrighted might be the way. As in, right-wingers will get pissy the moment you speak. I'm genuinely worried about you, Dawn. Promise me you'll take care of yourself. I mean, they literally... Oh, Izzy doesn't know this, but she'll hear it for the first time. Izzy, if you don't know, they called my old university to try to track me down. Like, they asked for my house after they doxed me and stuff. And, like, they asked for my records. Like, there's people, like, hunting me down because they think I'm, like, a groomer. Some wild stuff.
I wish I could say I'm surprised.
No. You know how worried I am about it? I'm not. I'm already dying. I don't know. I mean, you know, as Ava said, I hold a lot of right-wing politics still. I hold a lot of right-wing beliefs. Um, and I don't even know why they hate me for a lot of my takes, because, you know, it's literally just my identity politics, and they just couldn't handle that, you know? We're all dying a day at a time. Oh, well, Nora, you don't know. Well, maybe, I don't know if I ever told you, but I am missing genes. I'm going to die earlier than everyone else. Like, I'm dying much quicker than most people are dying. I was already supposed to die. I was supposed to die at like 18, I think, but I'm 24 now. I'm living past when I was supposed to die. You're basically stuck with Metal Gear Solid old Snake disease. Well, I'll put it this way. I have to either take a shit ton of pills or IVs. And I have to sleep with an oxygen machine up my nose to live. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I like at-home IVs. And I have to get a blood test every month to make sure my levels are right. The thing is, I just don't talk about it as much because it's no one's really, like, business on Twitter to know, like, how I handle myself. Like, Starcat goes on Twitter, I'm disabled. He tried to say all this stuff, and she knew about this, and, you know, knew that I'm sick like this, and didn't even care or nothing. Like, she didn't even, you know, it's because I don't talk about it. Maybe it's because I'm a guy, but I just, you know. Don't judge Starcap for that. She just wants to be helpful. No, I get it. I get it. And, you know, I think Snowy knows. I told Linux and stuff. You know, yeah, I genuinely have those issues that I'm dealing with, and a lot of people, it's a lot more serious than people give it credit for, but, like, I just don't, it makes me uncomfortable, because a lot of people give me sympathy for it, and I just don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that type of behavior. People looking at me and getting sad. Never did.
Wow. Okay, fine. I'll go get my camera. Just keep being resplendent till I get back. How long was I gone on this trip?
Well,
3
it's
days?
sympathetic. Props for
Somehow
not
it still feels
being
good to come
exploitative
home to
with it,
Vermont.
but ATP, you're kinda earned your laurels.
My camera is underneath all this.
I'm not, I mean, I don't,
For dummies. Whatever you
yeah, I'm not
my
gonna
manager,
disagree with you.
And sometimes I want to kill her.
Yeah, but Starcat followed the blacklisted VTuber. Well, that's because Starcat is obsessed with Miko. They're butt buddies. That's how I feel when people yell at me I should smile more. Tell me I should smile more. That's strange. People
This
shouldn't tell you to
weekend
smile
was the
more. You
height
should
of
smile
my
whenever you want.
professional
I'm pretty
success.
happy all the
And
time.
I survived it on donuts and coffee. My most trusted companion. I always tell my students that a key to being an artist is a daily journal practice. Sometimes I even follow it myself.
If you want
After
to talk
last
about it,
year,
that's your call, but if you
it
don't,
was
I
time
won't
to
mention
start
it either.
fresh with a new
Oh, I've talked about it quite a few times.
I never respond.
I don't mind talking about it. If you have any questions for me on it, I don't really, I don't mind answering questions. I just don't really bring it up. That's all.
My agent Hazel said I need to look more like an artist.
I
So
can never
bought
seem to
this hat.
grasp with the young dying
I think
early.
I'll stick to
That was the thing. So a lot of people were saying my, like, oh, the deaconship was fake. No, I became a deacon early because I was dying. I had a pass. You're not even supposed to be a deacon until you're 25. And it was something I wanted to do just in case. So they expedited my thing, my shipment, and that's even when it was when I don't know if you listened to Saturn's Twitter space. That's why what was it, Vex or Floki said you had to be a virgin or a Volcel to get that pass, and I am. I literally proved that I was.
Max.
Yeah.
One
You wanted to
voucher,
give back to the
3
community when
magazine
you did?
meetings, and 1 commission proposal.
No. Well, yes. Well, yes and no. I had a mentor. Um and I wanted to do that. I wanted to basically make people not feel depressed like I did all the time. Because I spent my high school years in a hospital bed. I couldn't get up. I couldn't really move. And you know, I I went and I had an issue where a woman passed away in my group. It was a suicide after a break-in. And I left. I couldn't take it. And my mentor gave me a note in a book. And said, "Don't open this, and my son will call you to open it one day, and I'm going to Austria." And basically, 3 months later, my mentor passed away. He didn't tell me, he didn't tell anyone he was dying. He left a note to his son to call me, and I opened the book, and it told me, to believe in divine providence. Only I could look after these people because no one else would. And that I needed to basically, God is going to keep me alive as long as I do what I was meant to do. And it was kind of a deal that I thought wasn't going to work. But, here I am. I'm still existing, and I run that group. I do it anyway. So, yeah. That's how that happened. I went back. More or less. I still miss my mentor. A lot of things I could have asked him. Wish he told me he was gonna die, but he didn't. He said there was no real reason in it. There was no purpose because he was gonna be happy after. No real reason. That's why when I wrote an email to a buddy Josh, which I don't know if you saw, but a lot of people saw. Josh told me I had big shoes to fill, so I took his place. Nor said, "People like you, Don, are why I can't justify believing in God. A just God could never allow the young to die young and be taken from people. I see no justice in it." Well, I mean, not to be doomer, but I see it as I live a not easy life. I'm allergic to everything. I can't eat food. I only eat meat, pretty much. I live on the all meat diet. I can't really digest things because a lot of my internals are failing. So I'm getting a little teary thinking about it, like sad, but it's okay. After I adopted my little girl, there was a little girl from my aunt. It gave me a reason to live longer, to live again, to not for me but for her. Because she was in Child Protective Services. And I got her from my aunt. When I was in university, she was going to go back, and I met her when I was real young, and I was 18, and you know, she has been with me ever since. Honestly, it's really given me a reason to keep going. And of course, I got Vinny who moved in. Who my cousin Vinny. Who came out as gay, and his parents threw him out, disowned him, and I accepted him, and he's really helped me out with a bunch of things like I couldn't do, and I think I was blessed in a way to have two people, so I wouldn't be alone. I do. And they make sure I take my pills and give me the IVs and have vitamin shots, and you know, I'm okay. Yeah. I'm surprised, Nora, I never told you any of this. I've known you a while. I told the former VTards this. They knew. They knew. I think a lot of people knew. I told Nyara and who at this too. But yeah, I don't really tell many. Can't really blame you. Not exactly the most relatable people. I mean, I don't mind that. No, it's like, you know, this is gonna be public. It's gonna be posted, but like, what are they gonna do against me, right? Who's gonna... You gonna use my death against me? You know?
Something horrible is happening on campus. I've got to get back now.
I try not to get too close to people because I believe people should live their lives true to themselves. Dog water that I am at expressing water. Well, I'm bad at expressing a lot of things. I can't express myself at all, social cues or otherwise.
I've been gone for 3 days and all hell has broken loose. This is so horrible.
Okay, let's see here.
The Abraxas logo. Killers. What does all this mean?
Why do we not place load? It is... Well, Izzy got to hear this for the first time, too, I guess. Sorry, Izzy, for making you all depressed, if you didn't know any of that. You know.
Fuck! All units on site, 1082 at the Fine Arts Building. Repeat, all units. Damn it! Come on!
But yeah, that's why I don't really judge people for who they are and stuff. Because you know, there's no point in it.
What the hell?
There's no point to be mean to people.
Loretta's march? What does Loretta have to do with all of this?
I've been told that this game, they expect you to already know how to play this game.
Where did all this come from?
And characters can die, so you have to be pretty on point.
Get us out of here!
Hang on! I will get help!
You enjoying it, BTW? We didn't play at all today. We were on Twitter fighting with transphobes telling me to hang myself. That's what we did all day. For the last 3 hours, I was just arguing with people.
Can't get in here!
Someone set this fire on purpose.
That's why. I mean, right now, you goober. Right now? Well, it's 3 in the morning, and the reason I don't really sleep, in general, because I have to sleep with a giant oxygen machine. So I usually just stay up, and then go to work at 11 a.m. So, you know, even though it's 3 in the morning, I'm going to work at like 11, and yeah, that's how it is.
I'm back.
Damn it!
Hi, Yumi.
Mm.
I was telling Nor didn't know anything about my illness or how I was dying or anything about that. So I explained it to him, basically.
Autoimmune disaster.
Campus is
Yeah,
burning.
pretty much.
This is so horrible.
We are all dying.
Well, yeah, but he didn't know.
Hold on! I'm coming!
Why is Moses holding Chloe?
Will dysphoria kill me before my body kills me? Find out next time on Dragon My Ball Z.
I'm so confused. The game.
No.
Makes me feel better for having
No.
an absolute death wish. Well, I don't think anyone should have a death wish. I mean, it's bad behavior too. Petty Dawn? Petty? I don't. I mean, I'll tell you this, Nor. I'll tell you this. Not better. Petty. I feel petty for having... Oh, I'm sorry. I feel petty for having absolute death wish. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I was an introvert until my doctor... Like, and my mother came in to my... My mother came in crying, and the doctor came in... Well, no, the doctor came in, told my mother, and then my mother, like, walked over to me, like, crying, and was like, I'm so sorry. I was so introverted that I just became an outrovert. That's why I just say, like, I have no social standard. I'll just say whatever I want to you, because I just don't care. I mean, usually I would care about, like, I used to care about introverted and social interactions. Then I became outroverted, and I just say whatever I want. I will dance in public. I'll do whatever in public, because Why not? Just why? It's a why not. That's how I feel. It's a why not.
Come on.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'll save you, Moses. I'll save everyone.
And I've been like that for the,
Give me time.
you know, since I was like 14. I had a complete flip, and while I couldn't even get out of the bed when I was that young, right? I couldn't get out of bed, and there was a naturopath doctor over in Seattle, German one, and I had my brother pay for me to go there, and I read books. It's true. I might be dyslexia, but I kept reading naturopath books and what I could take without taking medicine, because medicine messed me up. I kept reading and reading and reading, and that's how I found like things to sleep, like tryptophan, things to help regulate my mold problem, like Zymex, my yeast allergies, like what was it called? Diflucan. I kept reading and understanding and knowing and memorizing, and they kept saying, you know, you got to lower your cholesterol, but no, I had low cholesterol. I actually had to raise my cholesterol, so I started taking cholesterol pills, and eventually I was able to walk again. I was able to get up. Because they were killing me. They were draining my body. These people, America's healthcare system is so bad. They had no idea what they were doing, and I had to figure it out on my own until I went and saw that doctor in Seattle, and you know he knew a lot. But you know where he's from? He was from Germany. He wasn't even American either. So it's so stupid. The people here are so stupid. I had so much of my life taken from me because of stupid people.
No smoke. No screams.
To this day,
Did it.
To this day, what?
like, stupid people keep
Oh,
taking
God.
your life from you.
I did it.
It's
I
true.
jumped into a photo
Yeah.
again.
It's true. As I say,
I'm
nothing's
sure
more
this won't
dangerous
have
than a man with
terrible,
nothing left to
far-reaching
lose.
consequences for the school.
My grandfather told me that. My grandfather left me his pistol that he killed 36 people with. He knew of these problems. He was like, my grandfather. He said, you, out of all of my grandchildren, would have no fear, like me, to kill anyone that comes by you. And I said, you're right. I wouldn't care. You're right.
Or the people I love.
And he left it to me. You know what else he did with that gun? He gave it to me and told me if I couldn't handle it, to just kill myself. In Minecraft, of course, we're on Twitch. To put me out of my misery. To be with him, so. Yeah, real great granddad. Yeah, what a great guy. That was a great guy. Probably in hell.
It's Friday. The fire started Sunday evening.
What a dog shit take.
What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. But this is my home, and I won't let it. Oh my God.
What, did they retcon the entire previous game? No way. No, I don't believe it.
Hi, Hazel.
Max, big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay. I see this all
I've
the
had
time.
3 grandfathers.
Young,
1 I
interested
didn't meet,
artist,
and
all the
2
potential
weren't
star.
worth a damn.
Like some jitters. I get it.
No.
Well, all of my
it's
grandfathers were
okay.
alcoholics.
I know what I need to do.
My biological grandfather, he killed 36 people. And he hated black people. He was an open racist. You know, he just completely was that guy. Then I had my nunu, who was also an alcoholic on my dad's side.
It's so
He was a good man. He taught me how to. He's still a good man. He's alive, very old. He's like 93. Taught me how to lay concrete. Taught me a bunch of things. And then I have my pap Jim. And that man is the nicest man in the whole world. He's married my grandma. And my grandma passed away. She's this was her crucifix here that I wear. Here, and before she died, my grandmother told me to dance at her funeral, to not be sad, to dance, because I would see her. So when her funeral came around, I started dancing in the middle of the funeral. Because that's what she wanted. Everyone looked at me,
Should be waiting for me in his
said that why are you dancing at this sad time? Oh, your grandma passed away. I said no, she didn't. This is exactly what she asked me to do and what she wanted.
Is a jack-o'-lantern series too on the nose for a New England photographer?
So, yep, that's what I did. My father's dad died before my mom was born. My mom's biological father was a can of worms. I'm not gonna open. And my third grandfather, who married my grandma after a divorce, was an abuser to everyone except for his biological kids. Yeah. That's how that world goes around. I'm not surprised. Sorry you had to deal with that, but I'm not surprised. My pap Jim, he didn't have any biological kids. And he's always treated me like I was one of his own. And
Moses should be in his office. Yasmin's replacement has some big ideas for the school.
I always thought that was
Kinda
nice.
wish he'd keep them to himself.
Every relationship that's been had in my family has been problematic in some way. Every relationship. I mean, all of my. I know you're referring to family, but if I had to say like relationship, like
I wonder how Moses will react to all this.
girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. I've had multiple girlfriends throughout the years, and all of them have cheated on me at some point or another. So I don't really do that no more. I don't really date people. So I mean, I don't really see a purpose in it.
Corruption.
I get screwed.
Power.
The most healthy
Welcome back
relationship
to
is my
Broadcast.
parents.
Caledon's
the
only
problem,
podcast dedicated to uncovering the hidden underbelly
the
of
problem
the
there
Abraxas
is the
society.
13 age gap. What do you mean 13-year age gap? I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
I am your host, Loretta Rice. This is episode 4, The Hall of Secrets. It has long been known that Abraxas is no ordinary campus club. It seems to operate by its own rules and logic. Take their recent battle with the administration over housing. The Abraxas House is a Caledon-owned building at the periphery of Lakeport. After the storm, President Owen Teller declared the building uninhabitable and quickly advanced plans to have it condemned. Now, whatever one thinks about the administration's expansion plans, branded Caledon 2.0, university bylaws are very clear that Abraxas students must submit to relocation or risk disciplinary action. But this is not what
Okay,
happened.
we got more
Instead,
people that
students have been
responded to
returning
me.
to the building, squatting in their old rooms, and staging disruptive protests. The planned demolition has been set back indefinitely. Now, my role as a journalist is not to pick sides, but to uncover the truth. And I have come to believe that the reason for Abraxas's peculiar leverage may rest inside the very house they are illegitimately occupying. Sources tell me of a section in the Abraxas house known as the Hall of Secrets. What is contained within it? No one knows. But I'm told it has been passed down for decades and remains very well concealed from even the most senior Abraxas members. It stands to reason that these secrets hold the key to understanding not just Abraxas, but also its peculiar hold over Caledon University. I, your faithful reporter, will not rest until I have uncovered the Hall of Secrets myself and revealed what lies within.
Moses should be in his office waiting for our hot chocolate date.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and respond to these comments, and then we'll continue. Izzy, you wanna tell a little bit about your life, maybe, to the stream while I do this? You know, since you're here, and this is your first time here, maybe talk about who you are and what you do. You know, I like to do that with new people. Um, it tends to, you know, go well. Oh, you had also, so you had some. I'm pretty boring though. Everyone starts out that way. Everyone says that. No one, I mean, even you said it yourself, you have narcissism. So you got to complete your answer in a way that, you know, shows the best stories you've got, and you can present them, you know, in a way that, like, in an entertaining way. Exaggerate a little, right? Well, it's hard to exaggerate if you're not talking, but I understand. I can do it. Just tell a little bit about yourself. The only things that are particularly notable about me is the fact that I'm a gamer who sometimes posts dumb things on YouTube and essentially is working as a maid in real life. I have an IQ of 160, not the IQ means much since it's a pretty flawed system. Still, that's crazy. Um, IQs are pretty crazy. That's impressive. You're a gamer who posts some things online. And a maid. You're a maid? How did that come to be? That's interesting. Not actually a maid, lol, just similar. I do housekeeping downstairs apartment to keep my uncle's cafe. That's nice. Is this? I just like to refer to myself as a maid since I'm very service oriented as a person because I think it's cute. Well, you sound cute. Hold on, we're playing a little game here. Give me a second. I gotta defend my honor here. I suppose I have a few rare medical conditions. Interesting. Uh, I was born with aromantitis excess syndrome. I don't know what that is. And developed non-24-hour sleep awake disorder. I did have that. At 2 years old, after receiving a concussion from my cousin. And that's all that's interesting about me. I'm gonna shut up now. Well, you're a very interesting person. Lily. Hi, Lily. I didn't know you joined. I'm fighting with people on Twitter. And also meet Izzy. Izzy, meet Lily. Lily is also trans.
Yo, yo.
Hi, Lily.
I was just finishing up something.
We're playing Life is Strange, but I'm currently arguing with people on Twitter before we continue.
Which life is strange?
The brand new one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've already been made fun of once for the main character being lesbian. Oh, by the way, I had my Rumble locked today because apparently people reported me for pedophilia, and then I contacted and they were like, "Oh, yeah, you're in a bunch of drama with trans people and it's not pedophilia." So that was fun. Yeah.
That's
Oh, and then a bunch of my ops reposted a bunch of my tweets, and now I'm getting transphobes like completely just destroy me.
That's crazy. Look, it was bound to happen, but
Yeah.
Yeah, look. The world is less toxic if you're, on the right side of those people. You learn to laugh at them.
True. True. There. Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
So
Spend the last few hours prepping for my first smoker.
What do you mean your first smoker?
I got a smoker recently, and I've been willing to try it out, and I feel like I will fuck up less if I do it on Easter Sunday. Get as much like Lord's blessing as possible.
Well, I mean, I masturbate on Holy Thursday, so that's coming up. It's coming up. I only masturbate twice a year. November 29th and Holy Thursday. 2 days where you can be forgiven from sin.
I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, that's fair enough. Never thought of it like that, but
anyways, Dawn, I hope you get to have fun with this game. I'm going to sleep and recharge. Goodbye, Nor. Hope you have a good time. I don't have the self-control to last that long. I mean, I only got twice a year. I mean, those are my days. The goon days. It's perfectly normal days, I guess. I don't know. Fine.
That is hardly June days.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days.
2 days of June days.
Okay. All right, I think I dealt with that. I'm a very NSFW person. I mean, there's plenty of people are NSFW people, right?
I told Dr.
I
Jordan
even have
he
an
didn't need to
NSFW
convince
section
me.
in my
My own
Discord.
conversations with you were
I
sufficient, not to
have,
mention your student ratings.
you know, I don't judge people on that. I had a thing in my group talked about sex work at one point recently. I mean, sex is a natural part of life. And as a Christian, I don't think it should be diminished like they do. There's a difference, and I don't bring this up often, but let's say you had a movie, okay, a movie, and it's rated R, for adult, right, restricted. I would, and you know how if your adult accompanies you to a movie, you can let someone underage go to that movie, right? Like that's how it works, correct?
Yeah.
I would be more willing to allow my child to see a sexual themed movie with adult content in it than a movie that is filled with gore, violence, blood, and killing. But that's just my personal opinion, because sex, adult stuff, that's all natural. Killing someone, dismembering them, whatever, that's not natural. That's not good behavior.
Highly regarded, it seems.
So that's how I see it. That's why I don't get too worked up with seeing sexual things, or haven't been around a lot of sexual people, or Anna doing those sexual things, or I don't mind that. And I don't think a lot of Christians should. I don't think it should be as frowned upon as people make it out to be. I mean, Jesus was friends with a hooker. I've been exposed to everything since I was very young, and I turned out fine. And that's good.
Foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are...
How did you meet Huith, Izzy?
This building is the one real investment
I know
you
met Huith. You never really
4 departments under
said.
one roof. We need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
If my students show up and work hard, they receive A's. Art is subjective.
And yet we've managed to judge and critique art for centuries, if not millennia. I see no reason to stop on your account.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
You don't actually
It's not that I
remember?
doubt your talent, Max. You're just a
On X, but all called
beneficiary of her
a,
short-sightedness.
I all like called
I
a
mean, a
pedo,
professor.
but not just
Sorry,
still
an
MAGA
instructor
peoples who don't
with
know
no
the
teaching
truth.
experience or terminal
All
degree,
lot
living
called me
rent-free in
pedo,
the
say
house
I
that
have
was once
CP
reserved
when
for
I
visiting
don't.
luminaries?
I mean, that's most people. But these people will say
How is
anything
this
to get
allowed to
you
happen?
out from their skin. You know, these people will say
Wow.
anything
I do
to make you
not
go away.
remember this conversation being such
I
a
find
disaster.
most of my friends by following
Well,
where drama
duty
takes me,
calls.
because when drama
Moses,
finds people,
contact
they
my
tend to
office
be
if you have any questions about
the
the offer.
side in the right rather than people who find drama themselves. Ye. Well, what about someone like me
That
that's
guy
like
is just dying to fire me.
in
You already knew
drama
about my job
like
offer,
24/7?
but you had to remember, so
Lily, is there a point where I'm not
you're not
in
rewinding from
constant
later
drama?
today.
Like, have you
Are
met me? Like, was there ever an instance since you met
I'm back
me
from Sunday.
where I was like, hey, Lily,
Did
you
you drop
know,
back into a photo?
it's been a pretty
We
peaceful
agreed that
day.
that was too dangerous.
Absolutely not.
No.
If you saw the alternative, I think you'd agree it was worth the risk.
What happened? Did something
My
go wrong with the gallery?
boyfriend's doing me, so I'm
No,
probably
the
gonna
show was
get
great,
going.
incredible.
Doing
But
you?
Have a good.
I didn't know.
while I
No,
was
my
gone,
my boyfriend is DMing
something
me.
Called
Oh,
on,
okay. I
like,
was
they're
gonna say.
Yeah,
very
no
wrong.
DMing and not text, Don.
Not,
There was a protest
not
about
text.
Oh yeah,
something.
good night.
Good night.
It turned into a riot.
Okay.
By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
What?
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. Moses, I'm sorry, but I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof.
Yeah, why would I
tried to
lie
help,
to
but
him?
I
I don't think I
couldn't
should
get
lie to
inside.
him. I think it's fine. I've made
Working
106
on a Sunday.
replies today.
I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
Did not could. Gotta get
Oh
those
my
numbers
God.
up.
I didn't even think to.
100.
Give it a
That's
shot.
more than Nara. I'll
It's
tell you that
understandable.
much. That was so bad.
I've
Nara
never
yesterday
felt
was
so
so bad.
powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us
That's just
Time that we
today.
make the
It's
most
only
of.
been the start of the
So,
day.
Where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues. Talk to
Yeah, that was
suspects
just
without rousing
today.
suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for.
And it's like in the middle of the
doing a
night,
rewind
so it's
test of
probably
me and
gonna
her the first time?
be whenever
No,
I
we
wake
just
up, I'm
talked
gonna have
over a
like
trip
30
over hot
something
chocolate.
Then let's change that.
freaking replies that I'm gonna have
We'll
to go
practice your
through.
skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work. Moses is right. I need to be prepared.
I think we're only going to
this
do the
weekend.
first chapter in this game today. Because I took too long, but
We've covered a lot of ground these past months.
yeah.
You really missed your calling as the host of a children's
But after we do the
stage
first
show.
one,
There's
also
still time. Let's
Moses.
begin. What was drawn
I
on
thought
that
I forget what happened
Ugh.
yesterday.
Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab... Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite?
I'm very confused.
Maybe a fire flinger did the deed.
Oh, I needed to look at this, right? Yeah.
A high school girl? The plot thickens.
High school
What's
girl.
her name?
The woes of being someone they can drama farm. Being anonymous like I am is funny. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to feel to have people know you. I'm like not gonna lie. It feels a little bit you know, to like enter a Discord server and have people recognize you, or like I joined the Cobblestone Minecraft server, and
Here she is. But
they said
what's
they
with
had like
Mina
big
Hiramatsu?
names and stuff,
If I make it through
and
this
I
weekend,
got read aloud,
I
and it
promise
just
to
felt weird
marathon your work with
to have
Moses.
people like recognize who I am.
Mina Hiramatsu. If I make it through this weekend, I promise to marathon your work with Moses.
You getting famous?
What?
Yasmin
Too
has
famous?
been through hell in the last
Yeah,
year.
well, for all the wrong reasons.
Not
People
that
like
she didn't
people know
deserve
me
some of it, but still.
as you know, as something else.
Yeah.
Okay, ask me.
Unfortunately, you can't really help it.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct. Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
I don't know. I don't know. It just
Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z.
it's just different. That's all. It's different than what I'm
If you
used
want
to.
me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike. just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo.
Oh, so we're just going back to the freaking time travel thing?
A test where I get to break into things? Is Moses trying to cheer me up?
I need to find a cushion.
Yeah.
Lily, you want to tell about a little bit of what you've been up to? Anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm working on christening my smoker with a massive cook on Sunday. I'll show you my baby.
Did you want the
Okay.
mug to fall?
All right. I'm pretty
There you
excited.
go.
That's just a lucky break.
Oh. You know,
Is she not beautiful?
That's a very Australian thing, the show.
It's literally an American thing, a smoker.
No. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
But, like, Southern, I also think of Australian with that. Being anonymous is kind of boring, too, though, because nobody wants drama farm off you. Well, people hate me. Lily missed it. We kept, you missed it. We were keeping, like, how many times I was called a pedo just in the last, like, 4 hours.
Yeah, because, again, they, like,
You really understand
the
how I'm
right
feeling
has
right
to have
Turtle
some
strapped
kind of
to a
moral
rugby machine.
superiority. So they cast their opponents as the thing that they deem the most practical. For trans people, the concept was originally children deserve to have
Max,
their healthcare
you
needs
have to
met,
unbust the door.
right? Because again, at some
Mixing
point,
it with a
most trans people
protest.
were
I
children,
think you
right?
know that it was.
We grew up with dysphoria. We understand the need to have certain medical protections in place so that we like more kids don't end up like us when they're older, you know.
Max, you have to
And so
unbust the door.
they can then take that and say, without any proof that it's quote unquote grooming, because again, we're forcing these kids into transition, which no trans person has ever done, right? There isn't a
A
cabal of
test
trans
where I
people
get to
going out
break
there,
into things? Is
handing out
Moses trying to
hormones
cheer me
to
up?
state schools. It just doesn't happen. But they then use that to then claim quote unquote grooming, which it isn't grooming. Like having a medical professional like provide healthcare to a person underage isn't even grooming, but they'll use that word because it denotes something negative. And then with that, they're like, well, pedophiles, like they can just make the jump, you know. And they'll do that to anyone that even comes to defend a trans person. Meanwhile, most of the people on their side are going away for pedophilia. So,
Use it as an excuse.
like, I don't know. As far as things go,
I'll put the kettle
you'll
on.
find a
Meet
lot
me on the
of
X when you're ready.
most trans people, and And look, there are going to be predators in every community, but like the majority of trans people understand that there needs to be like protections for kids, because again, we're most likely the ones that were bullied through school for not expressing gender properly.
I want you to teleport to this side of the room
Shocker.
at a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
You know?
Moses?
Right.
It does
No, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense.
Moses! Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just... Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Well, thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate.
Wait,
last
something
time, but it
bad was
didn't
gonna happen?
combust.
Oh.
I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
Okay, so there is consequences for using the time travel like there was before.
Please
Got
tell
it.
me you'll stop using that kettle. For all we know, it burns down the school in 2 days.
I know it's a dysfunctional relationship, but I can fix her. You're right, though. Consider this her official retirement party.
Oh, by the way,
How are you
the
feeling
voice actor's gay. I
about
hope
the
that pisses some
disaster
people
I just
off.
dropped into your lap?
Still processing.
Just want to remind everyone that because I kept getting emails for it. So when this goes live,
You're playing Life is Strange.
yeah, I am.
It's literally the penultimate LGBT queer game.
Well,
and its peak.
It's one of my favorite series and favorite games, and I have let's played them all on stream, and I get hate about the lesbians in it every single time. Like every single time.
I feel like
I'm sorry. That's just
big. And I just don't
why are you complaining that there are lesbians in your game? Are you that like sensitive? Are you that fragile? You know?
There's a reason we never tested your ability to jump.
Yeah, they are.
You can't even play a game with lesbians.
Get email, and last time I posted on Twitter about playing as Max with the not the trans flag, the gay flag behind me, and people freaked out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he posted the the gay flag.
What if I can't change anything?
Like I know the meme of like calling the left snowflakes.
You've told
but like
and yes, it sounds like
I don't think at the pinnacle of like social justice warrior meme
we'll just have to wait and see.
like memedom, did they ever get like this sort of bitch made? Like the most virulent like online, you know, take the cross kind of leftist that like would, you know, call out everything, call out.
They always do.
I don't think they would ever get like
we can't stay locked in the past.
that
like I can help it. Every time I knew
that level of
strikes, it
you know
brings me back to the first
of stuff over a flag.
Chloe, in the school bathroom.
Trying to save Chloe and the place I love is how I destroyed the.
Because yeah, I'm pretty sure that was around the time of like Wolfenstein and other games like that had like symbolism.
It was beautiful.
True. It was.
And there was no like massive uproar because again, they're video games like they would criticize the people identifying with the Nazi flag, but
because things are different. You're an adult with better control of your powers.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of sad to see Life is Strange go. This is going to be the last one, at least supposedly.
Yeah, it's Square Enix that made the latest one, right?
Well, Deck 9 made them, and Square Enix owns Deck 9, and then Square Enix, shut down Deck 9 or something, didn't make enough? So, basically, they had a handful of developers finish this game, release it for $40. And that's why, like, supposedly, like, a lot of the cutscenes aren't as well animated as, aren't as well animated as the previous games, and it's a lot more cheaply made because they basically were like, hey, there's no money, and so a handful of people finished the game, and it's only it's a $40 release, and you can go through it. So, I mean,
Vin and Amanda could help us.
It's definitely a little bit sad to see.
Too bad I can't tell them why I'm asking.
But I have no issues with it, right? I have no issues.
Need a better name. Sounds like a disease you get in a fantasy novel.
You turned down
I think
collective memory loss.
Life is Strange made some poor choices, but I think they should have. I think they should have brought Chloe and Max back sooner. I think it could have saved the series, and it didn't.
Reminded me when I started forgetting.
I really think they should have made these choices before it got to a point where they were shutting everything down.
All their memories started fading.
Izzy says, "I'm sorry, I'm not the most talkative guest. I did warn you. I'm boring, though. You're not boring, and you're perfectly fine. You're perfectly normal. Yeah."
What chill?
Yeah. Yumi said you're chill. Ava said you're chill. I know you have a little bit of anxiety with your voice, but we all liked your voice. Yumi said your voice was nice. I think your voice is nice, It's perfectly normal to hold those feelings.
Every conversation
right?
ended with, "Did you rewind that?"
I mean,
Every argument
we all have a journey in terms of our voice.
It's easy to imagine how someone with your powers.
Well, Izzy, when did you find out you were trans?
When she forgot about my powers,
how did that story go? I haven't heard that, right? That could be interesting.
I couldn't be the reason she got so anxious again.
How did that story go?
I was lying to her. And I
Tell him put anonymous name but not allow. Show is wild. I don't mind telling. I don't mind that.
Any regrets?
That's what my emails are anyway. My emails are sort of like that. They're anonymous.
I want to be with someone who can handle my powers. Lakeport's favorite bartender isn't that person. So, how do we stop a fire before it starts? Oh, right. My class
always knew I was different. I always knew I was different, but I didn't know I was trans until I was 17. Hey, that's how 17 years old is when the woman in my group, male to female in my group, knew that at the time but now she was trans, and it really helped. It really helped her as she was.
And in the fire, I noticed some of Brax's graffiti.
Cutting her thighs open, and it stopped.
I'm gonna steal another whiteboard
after she started to transition. So it was very good. And I think I don't think a lot of people understand that. I'm the man.
Give me your attention. You know who I am. You're the man. Irresistible attraction. You know what I am.
I do like the
Have a good
Gunther
class.
sound clips. I like those.
What? Hello?
Hello.
Yo, yo.
Hi.
Hey.
Where'd Miyu go?
I don't know. She left and came back. Then left again.
Oh.
Which one is that? In the night?
I come to you in the night with my shining body in my Ferrari.
Crazy, crazy day. Because of your Grand Gallery
Also,
this weekend, I'm amazed
as far as like HRT goes,
Be freaking out. When do you leave?
Mm-hmm.
there's like it's like a success rate of like 92%, 93% in terms of like
Actually, there's been a change of plans.
a reduction in like self-harm and like suicidal ideation.
I'm sorry, Max. Professional setbacks are always tough.
Like I'm 99% sure that like there isn't another drug on the market that has like that higher guaranteed success rate.
Now, let's get to today's lesson.
I mean, that is
We've
true.
been focusing on composition.
Also,
Like I'm pretty sure the flu vaccine clocks 75% efficacy. Like you'll get the flu, like you'll see symptoms,
If you've been paying attention so far,
but like within
when
that
you look out there,
small
your eyes
percentage.
should find endless patterns of shapes and colors.
I need to look at the efficacy of her.
Today,
right.
I want you to see
I
something
get flu
else
here and there. Makes sense.
I'll
I
give you a
forgot
hint.
Shiro's 6-7 was
It's
still
the most powerful
the
element a
6-7
photographer
redeem.
can pursue. Yet it's the one thing a
Yeah,
photograph
68% efficacy.
68%. Lol 6-7, bruh. Bruh.
Loretta, take a stab.
But yeah, if any drug could put that level of efficacy on the market, I don't think anyone would have a problem with it existing. But for some reason, HRT is different.
Human life.
Right.
Go figure.
It's all around us. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know it is for me. But when I turn my camera on one person and focus on trying to
Wow,
see
this game really looks terrible
really
compared to the last game. I'm not gonna lie.
happen through the camera.
You can tell that they really cheaped, like, you can tell, like, they got, like, 10 people left and they just needed to throw this together for $40.
Someone who grabs
Like, seriously, like,
No
if you compare this to the last game,
want to connect with.
like, there's the graphical issues, the fidelity, I mean, it's just so much,
Come on, don't make us do that.
Strangers,
so
isn't that
different.
dangerous?
It's so, like,
Reasonable, Max.
feels weird.
Now I remember. I got the same reaction the last time I lived through this day. And the assignment was a total dud. Maybe a demonstration would help. All right, you artsy introverts. I, your fearless leader, shall go first. Observe. Hey, sorry to bother you. My name's Max. I'm a
Dude,
photographer.
this game makes me so uncomfortable sometimes, this series.
I can see that, Max.
I'm actually teaching a class, and it would save me from looking super lame in front of my students if I could take your picture.
I don't normally let people take my picture, but I'd hate to be the cause of your public humiliation. Shoot. So, why was I selected for this demonstration?
You seemed lost in your book, as if the rest of the world wasn't here.
It's so cringy. Like, I mean, oh my God. I don't know why I like this series. It's so, I mean, I don't get it.
Now that we've started talking, whatever you were trying to capture before must surely be gone.
You're right.
The camera changes things. That's why I tell my students.
Also, why
you're
is
not
this a Southern
capturing
folk
reality.
sounding?
You're composing it.
I play Crimson Desert. It's hella good.
My nerdy physicist friend
Haplo
tells
wants
me
me to
that's
play
called the
Crimson Desert,
observer
but I
effect.
don't want to.
Particles jumping around just from being looked at.
I have one of those too.
Ava, guess what?
You what?
Something about
They
her
posted
suddenly
Naira's
feels
fake
very
screenshots again. Another person did,
familiar.
and then I said they were fake, and you know what they did?
They said they don't care.
They said I was a pedo defender.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, is that? Yeah, that's what you missed.
Well, did you capture my essence?
Lamau, you a pedo? I mean, I
Did
don't
my
know. These
intrigue
people are.
translate through the camera?
It doesn't make any sense.
I
These
think
people are
I captured
morons.
what you were willing to show me.
They're just so stupid.
But I never got your name.
It was so nice to meet you, Max. I hope your students found this as enlightening as I did.
My students. I almost forgot about them.
Oh, I sent you friend request on X and Discord.
Okay.
How would you send me a friend request on X? I don't think that's how that works. And I went to Discord.
One of the most fascinating pictures I've ever taken.
Okay, I don't know who you
go.
sent a friend request to, but it was
Find your
not me because I have no friend
I'll be
requests
around
on
if you need.
Discord.
Was that really Safi? With a shapeshifter, you never know for sure.
Oh, good. I have 20 plus
But if
notifications.
she's really back, hiding herself on campus days before a massive fire, that is alarming.
Oh, well.
Either way,
God, I love responding to all these like Miyasu people. They're just so fucking insufferable.
with my students and see
I don't know how many of them have blocked me so far. They
understand
just get
this
rhetorically destroyed. It is.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Reggie is the
Everyone
president of
gets
Abraxas, which
blocked.
is seemingly connected to
Okay,
the fire.
like just say you would have wanted me to die,
Amanda,
not figuratively. I mean literally. Like you're pussy.
All right. Well, I did do the first chapter, which actually wasn't that long. It only took about 2 hours to do. Even pausing. So I know I've only been streaming 4.5 hours, but it is 4 in the morning, and I have to work at 11 tomorrow.
Here, wait, before you go to sleep, I figured this would be good for your stream or something.
Okay.
Because it has to deal with like Christian stuff.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look at this first then.
I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah, send it to me.
You can,
I'll bring it up.
Like the thread.
Also, I did my hair. I had my hair straightened, and
Nice.
people like. I also have my nails done, but I don't want to talk. I don't want.
I'm just linking that. And then you can read the replies to it.
Okay.
From me.
Can I show it on screen?
Yeah. You can go ahead.
There we are.
I remember helping
Mia, stop engaging with these individuals. They will not acknowledge that the Bible was more importantly God. That tells man not to dress as a woman, nay, lay with another man. They don't want the truth spoken, where it exposes false and confused ideologies. Okay, we're gonna have a real winner here. I believe you would ignore God if God put me in this body to experience the journey of loving myself for who I am. Well, first off, if you went male to female, and your soul was always meant to be female, and then you put female clothes on.
I remember helping 3 students last time.
Then
I'm not trying to.
yeah,
I'm
then,
not thinking of it that broadly.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
then you know, it would not be a man dressing as a woman anymore. Like, that's how it works. Like, that's literally how it works.
Yes, but you have to understand they have three collective brain cells.
I know, it's so frustrating. I mean, okay, I'm going to continue. These trials and tribulations that trans people have to go through before they figure out what the F might be going on with them. Transitioning is essentially God breathing life into us once we found the information we need. Hey, did you get that from my transcript I sent you?
That's from when we initially, I think
Yeah.
me, you had spoke around something like this.
Yeah. I waited for long. I was either going to game end or transition and chose transitioning. That's many people. By your standards, you want me to go to hell and by taking my own life. This is true. Suicide would be a one-way ticket, unforgivable sin. Because you didn't want me to live in the way God intended, even though you are. Because divine providence shows that transgender people are meant to exist, by the way. Which, by the way, if there's a religious person that tries to disprove transgenders, bring up divine providence, automatically demolishes their narrative quick and easy. Who are they to say God has planned for me and other transgender people? Can you seriously say there is no practical potential for God to specifically place people like us in these scenarios to find the meaning in life? Life is more than people, more than the body I was born with. At any time, I can lose an arm and a leg and still have a human born in God's image. If I continue living, right? A body is not a good way to go about someone religious, because they can say that your God made you, supposedly made your body perfectly in His image, and the way to go about that would say it's your soul and your body is made of dirt.
Yeah, but how would that? But like, how would that apply? Because if my body is perfect and born in God's image, if I lose an arm or a leg, that you're saying at that point I'm no longer in God's image, aren't you?
No, because God, what they're going to say is you are the difference is you're mutilating yourself to not be the way God intended, but you have to take the body out of that scenario, because God didn't give you the body. God made the body out of dirt. And your soul is what was breathed into you, so you just have to.
Well, yeah, they didn't.
But that's the thing. Both are removed in medical intervention, right?
Right. But what I'm saying is with these people, they're going to say that God made you perfect and you're doing something with your body, which is nonsensical, but that's where they would go.
Okay.
Right.
But I guess if you're in a car accident and you've crippled your legs, you just have to keep them crippled, you know? Like,
right.
Just out of the meat grinder, can't even use them. You got to keep them. It's in God's image.
Right. I think you got a few months following Sam. But anyway, Night Dawn. Hello. Good night, Emperor. You openly define God's plan for your life by telling him that he screwed up. Yeah, see, that's where they're going to go with this, and that's why you always have to bring up divine providence. You weren't born that way. The actual evidence proves dysphoria very rarely occurs, manifests itself during puberty, which is wrong. It goes beforehand. As a human being, you're made in God's image. Yes, you are still made in God's image, because God meant for you to transition with that way. Transition tells you that there's something wrong with you. Your vision of yourself is incorrect, that God was wrong to make you male. No. See, I could have spoke this into existence. This is a classic transphobic religionist, I would say. And the easiest way to rebut this is if you tell them your soul was always female, and then God never, God made no mistake.
Continue reading, because I didn't even say like I think God put me in the wrong body. I said that there's no potential for God to intentionally place me in this body for this reason.
Okay, all right. So
which would be like a soul argument.
You must see yourself as something else. The ideology is very much self-centered and self-serving. Everyone else is wrong. Okay. So you agree, essentially saying you wanted me to die instead of transitioning. Like, I'm telling you this isn't up to debate. At such a low point in my life, I knew I was trans, but didn't take steps to transition. Essentially, take myself out. Do you think God wanted me to end my life and the conclusion of religion? You're absolutely right. That's not what he would want. I didn't even describe God as making us wrong. I described the potential of God to place us. I described the potential for God to place us in bodies we were not comfortable with.
Until we figure out the meaning of life.
Until we figure out the meaning of life. No. Because then you would say God isn't perfect. You can't have that argument. In that case...
Well, that's not true.
Well,
because why couldn't God have the perfect plan to place me in the body so I eventually figure out like who I am as a person, and if it leads me to transitioning, that's where it leads me.
Because you have to make finite, it's not lead you, finite knowing assumptions. So you started at the beginning, I always knew I was trans, right? At that point, yeah? So that means your soul was always trans. To answer this was God's plan was that I always was going to be this woman. Not I was going to determine, I was going to change. It was always.
No, but I specifically described that I was at such a low point in my life because at that point I knew like there was no way to like
Which
get
is
around
the right,
fact of it,
which is that is the right argument you want to use against someone like this. That is the right argument because then that is a non-rebuttal. In my case, transitioning otherwise, I would not be experiencing better life. Now you're essentially saying you want me to suffer indefinitely while living eternally and want me dead. What other option did I have? Explore therapy. I grew up in a Christian household, got medicated, led me eventually transition and have permanently ended my journey. Tell me what you would want me to do. Stop and read what you just wrote. I knew. Not I went and prayed and sought God. Well, what if God told you to transition? Did you think about this? And read what he spoke on the matter. No, I knew. Well, he knew also. Of course he knew, because he knows the future. This is a retarded argument.
Wait, are they claiming that they know?
They're claiming that the actions of the future that he partaked in wasn't made by in God's plan, which is heresy. This is literally a admission to heresy.
Yeah.
Don, what is Miyu's Twitter name? Angel Feather.
Mm-hmm.
The feature is
Doll Feather.
Doll Feather, that's right. Future is going to be a robot and all. Okay. Ava said, yeah, I knew. After not knowing my entire life, for the most part, I had to struggle and get to where I was essentially about to die before I made the decision. This is highly common. I would assume if I were serving God, God would want me to continue living even if I were sinning. No, I don't know if that's true. But you're not in sin. You're not in sin, so it wouldn't matter. But I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. I'm just describing didn't Jesus die for our sins?
Yeah, but I have to think about that. I actually would have to research this because I actually don't know. That's really interesting. I actually will think about that on like Friday. If you disagree, in my opinion, you're pushing a death cult and not actual Christianity. This is true. That's a true statement. Or I like your posts. Give me a second. Okay. You were serving yourself, your satisfaction. That's not how that works. It's all about you. You are your God. You aren't supposed to live for ourselves. We die. We die to sin daily. Just the same as if you were in a deep relationship. You would give everything to that special person, Jesus. Well, that is true. You're supposed to give everything to Jesus. But even they're leaving out the people that transition and then continue being religious after. I mean, there's people in my group that transition, 3 just now that live out the faith every single day, and one of them has been there since the beginning. Ever since he became a her, she has been happier. She has been going to help people with food. What do you call those can things where you go feed the homeless? And honestly has been living her best life, and she's praised to God every single day. And and she lives the faith, and it's just what he's saying here is just not true. You can transition and be religious. This is just a false narrative. Food donors, I think. Yeah, you're right. Just say you would have wanted me to die, not figuratively. I mean literally. You're pussyfooting around this when you are essentially telling me not supposed to live. I mean, that is what that's what I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, like what else are you gonna get from we die every day when we sin or something? I like what? Like what does that mean?
What I think of you is irrelevant. Jesus went to the cross for you. He took nails and thick as railroad spikes in his wrists and his feet. This is true. Each time he took a breath, he had to lift himself up, bearing weight on spikes because his lungs were crushed. Well, okay.
I feel like this response is. I feel like this response is just furthering like why would God want me to die if Jesus went through all that for my sins and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like what?
I have. I have. I mean, I have no idea what that response. Not gonna lie. But,
yeah, that was it though.
But I will say that like that is. I mean, he did die for us, but that doesn't excuse anything. That doesn't excuse at all what you went through. No, that's really crazy to even make that presumption. Yeah. All right. Well, that is the end of the recording. I know it's going to be a short episode of just 2 hours and 5-hour stream, but I do have to work at 11 and it's 4, so I want to thank everyone for watching. We here we'll do a little quick thing. We had 160 people watching and we had 3 likes and 3 dislikes. Wow, 50-50. Wow, great. So glad. It's because I'm playing Life is Strange and people on Rumble really hate these yay games for some reason. But yeah, thank you so much.